Welcome, welcome, hello, hello, hello. We are now... I haven't even finished my fucking spiel yet. Anyways, welcome on in, everyone. We are back with more Metroid Prime 3. I almost said free.
Blizzard.
That should tell you how I'm doing today. I had... No, I didn't actually have a weird dream. Did I? Don't remember my dream. Well, we had a moderator incident in another channel that I don't want to go into details of because it's probably not a good idea for me to talk about moderating other channels while I'm live. But nothing serious happened. It was just kind of funny, and I stayed up late because I wanted to see how it would play out. And it ended up with the person in question getting banned from Twitch, so it's all settled, and none of you need to know any more than that. But, yeah. On another note, I have continued Silksong, and I am once again stuck in Silksong on the boss named Trobio, something like that. And I decided I was done waiting, and I just started Yakuza Gaiden. I will be still playing Silksong off stream, but probably not as often because I'm currently stuck on a boss fight, and I don't want to continue unless I beat the boss, because I don't know if I need to beat the boss to continue. And the only way to know is to beat the boss. And if he's not required to continue, I am going to send a strongly worded letter to Team Cherry asking them to not do that. And also probably shit myself. Anyways, Metroid Prime. They're gonna slap you? What if I'm into that? Have you ever considered that? And call me a bitch? What if I'm into that? Have you ever considered that? And then I'll slap you and call you a bitch. Alright. Cool. Alright. We have the wave beam. What's that last beam? Huh. Alright, we are missing power bombs. Plasma beam. Phazon suit. X-ray visor. The other beam combos. What the hell is this other item? Don't remember. Alright. So we just got the gravity suit, which means we can go into the crashed frigate. And I believe that's the next goal. I think. This is French on it. Drifts. Yeah, because we can't go there without the power bomb. Crashed frigate. Yeah, it is close to Talon Overworld, and I believe, yes, there's an elevator over here. So I can go that way. Alright. So I skip this elevator. Hi, Sky. Alright, just started and I've already yawned. Go! Okay. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. It's fine. So Chad, there was a big reveal today. As you can probably guess by my stream title having nothing to do with Metroid Prime. Or Metroid in general, really. Oh, fuck. What's everyone's thoughts on it? Well, new, you say, but it's yet another remake of Star Fox 64, which in turn was a reimagining of the original Star Fox. So it's not... I wouldn't really call it new, because, like, we've played it before. In fact, we've played it 5 times by now, so this is the 6th version. Well, we already knew what happened to James. That's something you learn in the intro to Star Fox 64. They're just showing it, instead of just telling about it. Like, we knew Pigma killed him. So this isn't any new information. Well, I mean, Star Fox, the original game, got reimagined on N64 as Star Fox 64. Star Fox 64 got a 3DS remake that had enhanced visuals and redubbed voice acting and some extra features called Star Fox 64 3D. And then Star Fox Zero was a remake or reimagining of Star Fox 64, which again is a reimagining of the original Star Fox. And now we have yet another remake of Star Fox 64 with enhanced visuals and redubbed voice acting. So, like, I'm happy we're getting new Star Fox, but, I mean, tell another fucking story, please. Now, I get it. Nobody liked Zero and nobody liked Command, so Nintendo's kind of stuck in a tough position. Because their only options were to... for making a new game, were to build off of a previous game or reboot the series again, and a reboot is inevitably going to just retell Star Fox or Star Fox 64's story. But they could have built off of Zero, which some people probably wouldn't have been happy with because Zero is stuck on Wii U and not many people liked it. They could have built off Command, which nobody would have liked because nobody likes Command. Or they could have done the good thing and ignore Command and Zero and build off of Assault. But instead, they went with the safest option, which is to just pick the one game everybody does like and remake it. So, keep in mind, I'm still going to get it. I'm a diehard Star Fox fan. I didn't get Zero. Not because I didn't want it. I did kind of want to get it, but I just never did. So I'm probably going to wind up getting this new Star Fox game, and I'll probably stream it. I don't know how I'm going to put it in the stream though, because I already have plans for June, so we'll have to figure that part out. But we'll get there. I don't know what 6DOF means. Well, you say that, Xeno, but Adventures was developed by Rare. Which is owned by Microsoft. When Microsoft bought Rare, they were allowed to finish Star Fox Adventures before they completely got taken over by Microsoft. I think, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, there's like no explanation that makes sense. That's the thing. I guess that's probably what you were getting at. 6 Degrees of Freedom, Descent. Oh! Would Forsaken be one of those kinds of games? I didn't know there was a term for it either. Yes, absolutely. Cool. Okay. Forsaken is something I want to play. It's on Switch. I was probably just going to get the remaster, though, to play it. Well, the remaster is also on Switch. Maybe I'll grab this N64 version too. That would probably be pretty fun. And Legions, if you're old and weird enough to remember that, I'm not. Well, I'm probably old enough to have been around for when it was a thing, but I've never heard of it. Alright, into the drink we go. Hey, buddy. Fuck off. There's a ledge here, and I'm not sure why. Oh, that's from the other door. Corrections, from the door that I'm going to. I am very smart. Let's play a hybrid RTS 6 Degrees of Freedom game that probably still has a super hardcore little fan base. Interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's a TIE Fighter game on GameCube, but there is Rogue Squadron. Which I think we still have. I never really played it much. I have the original Rogue Squadron on N64, and I have the GameCube port. It's not a TIE Fighter game, but maybe the TIE Fighters are playable in it? I could stream that. Would be an interesting stream. So, here we go, chat. My least favorite area in the games. Here he is. Not fun. You should assume to hit 1997 Space Combat Sim G-Police for your PC and PlayStation. Maybe I should. Grab.
Recording to logbook.
Talon grab. Gay police. So chat, what if you could explore a shipwreck underwater, but it's like a cool futuristic sci-fi spaceship? Hey, cabin. I don't know why I'm gingerly going down this. Aqua fighter pirate thing. Sky, I am telling people there needs to be a horror game based around Metroid Prime's scanning mechanic. That's what we need. It would be so fucking sick. Oh, he's already dead. It's a fatal frame. Hi, Frank. Maybe? I mean, one that's, like, actually good, though. It's a hidden gem you have in your Wii collection, Lost in Shadow. Look, I know it didn't review well. I think it's really good. Maybe they're not good because the mechanic isn't good for horror. No, I think it's because Tecmo just sucks at making games. There's a fourth one. Though I also haven't actually played Fatal Frame, so I don't think it's really fair for me to say. Sky, that game did not release in the US. I have no way of playing it. I do not have a European PS2. So unless there's like an abandonware PC port, I can't even play the game. And if your next message is just emulate it, don't even bother because I'm not going to. I didn't read any of those messages. Here we go. They're pretty cheap. I'd have to get a converter. To even plug it in. Because I think Europe uses different plugs. Converters are also cheap. Okay, well, it's more money that I'd have to be spending, and I could spend it on things that I can actually play already. Like, say, Mouse PI for Hire, or Forbidden Software. Solitaire, I mean. Forbidden Solitaire. Like, I don't need a whole-ass extra console for just one thing in order to play it. Because that's the other thing. If you're telling me to buy a cheap European PS2, I would be doing that for one single game. So... I went into the game, but I'm not going to. Well, okay, how much is Michigan Report from Hell? Let's start with that. How much is that? On average. Ow. Oh. Well, then check eBay. I'd do it right now, but I would like to get out of this area as soon as I can. Someone could check eBay and tell me, and then we can start with that. So at the very least, if the game isn't too expensive, I will consider my options for European PS2s. If the game is like $100, I'm not doing it. $350 or more dollars, and I'm not joking. Okay, yeah, never mind. You don't really want to play Michigan, do you? It's a Suda51 game. I mean, that alone has my interest kind of piqued. I wouldn't say I'm like a diehard fan of him, but I do like Suda51's games. I like No More Heroes. And that's all of his I played, I think. No, I played I streamed Killer 7. I love Killer 7. That game pissed me the fuck off, but I still loved it. It's just like really, really frustrating, and there's a lot of friction. But it's so goddamn funny and insane that I couldn't stop playing. Well, kind of. I did take a break for like a month or something. Okay. Still, I mean, he was involved, and it is enough of a reason to be interested. You know, like, here's the thing, Sky. I'm a collector, and I like trying to steer my streams towards more obscure or forgotten games when I can. I mean, obviously right now we're streaming, like, one of the best games of all time. So, not really obscure or forgotten. Quite the opposite. I'm addressing that, Bao. But, like, if you guys want to see me stream a game, I have a suggestions channel, and I am willing to buy a physical game for stream. I've done that before. It's just depending on how expensive it is. It might not be something that will happen soon. But if enough people want to see it, I will try to make it happen. I have also considered finally finishing setting up Ko-Fi, or Ko-Fi, whatever it's called, so people can donate to help get games going. Or donate to allow me to stream more expensive games so I can do them from real hardware, like I want to, because I'd like my stream to be as real hardware as often as I can, because I think that's neat. Should totally stream Panzer Dragoon Saga. If y'all are willing to fucking pay for it, I'll do it. I'm not paying for that myself. Y'all are helping me. Not unless I suddenly land a job with a 6-figure salary, then I'll consider paying for it myself. Now, I have Panzer Dragoon Zwei. Or Zwei. I have Zwei and I have Orta. Why are we suggesting games on Metroid Mania? Because there are going to be streams after Metroid Mania and I need to figure out what they're going to be at some point. So it's good to talk about it so I can see what chat wants me to play so I can stream them and make them happy. Me talking about future games and unrelated streams is like also not very unusual. I do that all the time. My backlog's already insane, so like I like talking about games that I want to play. It's kind of gay. Yeah. I would like to stop walking into the missiles. Explode. I forgot the frigate is considered part of town and overworld. It's not like Yep. It's not like a separate area of the map like the wrecked ship is in Super Metroid. But I mean, like, speaking of what we're doing after Metroid Mania. I am eventually going to be putting together what we'll be doing afterwards. Probably towards the end of the month, though, when we get around to Prime 3. Because I got to figure out what we're doing. I already have a general idea. We got to finish Duke Nukem 3D. I promised some people a game we'd be playing together, so I need to schedule that. And what was it? We're starting our next RPG. Now, I do kind of reveal stuff way too early sometimes. So some of you who have been here long enough and may remember what I talked about back when we started Earthbound in November, you may already know what the next RPG is. I'm not going to say it now, because it was technically supposed to be a secret already. Aquasac. Do we have it? Busted case, but it's on the shelf. Oh, that's right, we do have a Alundra. We have Alundra, we have Legend of Dragoon. We have Star Ocean, the second story, plus its remake. Second Departure R. Well, the remake of the remake. I have Star Ocean, we have Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Tales of Symphonia. Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Vesperia. I streamed and finished Radiata Stories and Skies of Arcadia. Streamed Earthbound and Mother 3. I have a physical copy of Mother 3. It's translated. From a reproduction site. We actually finished that last week. I cried. It was very sad. There's something over there. Probably not. I wanted to kill him with that. You. Open up. Open wide! What other JRPGs do we have? We have Vagrant Story, which I've also streamed. What else? What else do we have? That's as far as like retro stuff goes. We have a bunch of newer RPGs as well. Oh, we're in this room. Hopefully I got everything from the wrecked ship, so I don't have to go through that now. Cool. And that opens up a shortcut, I think. Oh yeah, we have Lunar 1 and 2. I have the complete editions for PS1, complete with the big box and the big manual and the DVD and what, or video CD and whatnot. Spent a lot of money on them. Lunar 1 is missing the cloth map, and Lunar 2 is missing the pendant, but they're otherwise complete. I wasn't able to get complete copies. The fact, for Lunar 1, I actually had to buy a lot of the parts separate. Big box Lunars, those are grails. I mean, I spent like $100 altogether on Lunar 1. I had to buy basically each part individually. The one thing I wasn't able to get was the cloth map. And my copy of Lunar 2 is mostly complete, but it's missing the pendant. So, like, they're worth a lot, even though they're not complete. If they were complete, they would be worth a lot more. I have been debating whether I want to stream them or save them for myself, because I also have Lunar Silver Star Harmony, which is the PSP remake of the original. Which at one point was my favorite RPG of all time. It no longer is, but I've been wanting to go back and finish it. But then when I got the originals, I thought, okay, I want to play the originals first, so I can compare them to the remake. There's the upgrade turrets. Mega turret. So... Star Fox 6-7 streak. Oh, joy. Oh, cabin. Just... Alright, I guess you guys will get a little more details of what happened last night. Cabin, in a Kohai's stream last night, were you present when that kid showed up? The one who just flat admitted he was 13 when asked? Like the dumbass that he was. Were you there for that? I can't remember. I don't remember who was present other than the two mods that were involved. I'm just asking because I have a follow-up of what happened to them. Ow, ow, ow. You only saw everything at the last possible second? Okay. Well, they've been banned from Twitch, so... It's Jover. It's Cover, even, actually. Why did he just flip forward? Because, you know what? You guys are getting a little treat tonight. You're going to get a little extra details about mod stuff that I wouldn't normally talk about. So, after that kid got banned, because Kohai's stream is 18 plus, he sent an unban request asking, or not even asking to be unbanned. His unban request just said, by the way, I'm streaming you guys. So, me and two other mods check out his stream to see what the fuck he was talking about. And lo and behold, he is streaming Kohai's stream. Telling his sister, who's also a streamer and also one of his mods, to spam in Kohai's chat to unban him, which of course is against TOS. He then types, by the way, he's doing all this from a phone. He's streaming the mobile version of Twitch from a phone. He then searches for Google Translate after making multiple attempts to spell the word translate. And then brings up Google Translate to type out a message thinking Kohai is watching. Calling Kohai all sorts of names and insults, censoring his own swear words, of course, because he's 13. So he had to make sure he had to censor them. Because he might get in trouble, you know, for swearing. Presumably to make it play in TTS. And then, suddenly, he says in chat, okay, here's the message, go send it. He does not post the message. In fact, he closes Google Translate very quickly after that. There is no one else in chat. So not only does he not post the message, he had the message on stream, full of abuse, telling people to send this message and spam it in Kohai's chat, which is against TOS. 2 different violations, mind you. And saved the VOD where it was visible. And me and 2 other mods, presumably other people too, I have no idea who else was watching, reported him. I don't know about using the word mental, but I mean, he's 13. He's a dumb kid. Who barely understands how Twitch works, and went into an adult stream and got banned because he's not an adult. Now, in his defense, Kohai didn't actually have an 18+ warning on his stream. He probably had the one that you have to click through, which nobody pays attention to that, but since I already clicked through it, I can't see it. So, I don't actually know. There's something in my eye. But it's just a dumb kid. I didn't mean to press that fucking button. Pause the game, god damn it. But kid has been banned from Twitch. It is all resolved. None of us have to think about this ever again. I'm going to be laughing about it for the next few days at least. Because this is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Kid Roll's worst hate raid ever asked to leave Twitch. Report all phase 1 mutations to science team immediately. All units with useful mutations will receive an increase in pay and rations. Elite and trooper candidates are now being selected by command. The Star Fox command. The DS game. Transfer of building materials complete. Processing of materials for Xenome containment units underway. Grain controls are functional but require power. A bad cat power conduit is nearby. Don't fuck with the wrong button. Don't fuck with the science team. There it is. The crane. Useful Mutations is my jam band name. He made a hate raid so bad even Twitch clowned him. Ah, spider ball, that's right. Spider ball. Does whatever spider crawl. Can he swing from a web? No, he can't, because he's a ball. Look out. Here comes a spider ball. Chat, why do you put up with me? Alright, there's something wrong with my eye now. Wait a minute. I gotta actually take this strap off. I didn't even press the... Fuck. Don't. Bow, no. Does spider have puss? Does spider have puss? No! Even though LARP House the Island, I didn't really play much today. I was playing pinball, and then attempting Silk Song, got mad at Silk Song, so I played Yakuza. No, I expect that to be in, like, every year's bingo card. Not every kid is the brightest. They're going to eventually do something stupid or embarrass themselves on the internet, especially in adult spaces. It's just something that happens. Hell, even adults do that sometimes. I have talked to boomers on Facebook who very much acted like dumb 13-year-old kids. So, like... Now, sometimes it feels like there are children that are more adult than adults, if you get what I mean. Given, you know, 2020. A bunch of grown-ass adults got inconvenienced, kind of. Well, actually quite a bit. During 2020, and decided that the best course of action was to become children again and throw a tantrum. And then one of them got elected president. Facebook is just 4chan with names. What else did you not expect to happen this year? Get out of my face! Jesus Christ. Why are you running? Get back here. Die. Okay. What else did I not expect to happen this year? I don't know. Being alive, I guess. I didn't think I'd live this long. I didn't really have a plan of what I was going to do past 2020, honestly. Honestly, there's something I'm hoping happens this year, but I probably shouldn't say it on Twitch. But when it happens, I might actually drink for the first time. We all know what it is. It's not sex. That would be nice, but it's not sex. I mean, it could be, but that's not what I'm talking about. What? We'll see too. Obama announces Pussy 2. Indesium. That is Power Mom. Sex 3, enter the sexo. No, canon, shush, silence. Elite pirate. You skipped Sex 3, Deep Cover Sexo. How's the Geiger counter going off in the background as he's saying this? Yeah, there's radiation nearby, it does that. I made this joke before, but I'm gonna make it again. Metroid Prime... Metroid Prime 1 scans be like... We had founded a colony on our new home, but a seed arrived on the planet and tore apart its surface and drove us to madness. We hope the Chosen One will one day reclaim and save our history. Metroid Prime 4 scans be like, this is a car. It probably was used to transport stuff. It really is majorly disappointing how many of the scans... Oop, security alert, all stations. Bioform Samus Aran has made planetfall in Talon 4. The hunter is among us. All units are hereby ordered to attack Aran on site. Terminal force is authorized. Report all sightings of Aran to security command at once. But, like, most of the scans in Prime 4 are for, like, boring clutter in the world that has no significance to anything that's happening. Whereas in Prime 1, you get all these little details about the life and people of the planet. Uh-oh. And, little things about the, world and history of it. Or it's at least more interesting about how, like, the columns have weathered, or ice has frozen over circuitry or whatever. And then in Prime 4, it's just, this is a thing that maybe was used for this. This is a thing that maybe was used for that. This is a car. This is a transport vehicle. This is a transport vehicle with stuff in it. This is a broken transport vehicle. This is a shattered transport vehicle. This transport vehicle still works, but you can't use it. Attention all units, report to your battle stations. Failure to comply with this order is an act of treason. Treason is punishable by termination. It's not what I was... Okay. It's a good way of putting it, Sky. I really, truly wanted to like Prime 4. And I did enjoy the game, like, enough to 100% it. But honestly, 100%ing it was more so I would just never have to do it again. So disappointing. Like Metroid Prime 4. I was calling it Metroid Prime. I think I should destroy the pipe, personally. Oops. Now, supposedly, with Prime 4, it was supposed to be the start of a new trilogy. So, hopefully, that means we will see a Prime 5 and a Prime 6. and they'll actually, like, be good. Or at least better than Prime 4. If there at least is... Okay, Prime 3 wasn't that great, but it was still good. It is my least favorite of the original trilogy, but it was at least, like, a good game. I didn't come away feeling immensely disappointed with it. That's not the gun I wanted. Like I was with, ooh, what happened? With Prime 4. I was disappointed, for sure. Because I didn't think it was as good as the first two. But... I think technically it's a better game than Prime 4. And most of its problems was just that so much was cut during development. Oh, we got a Miles McKenzie spin. Federation Force 2, here we go. One finger of the monkey's paw curls. Hey, Zeno? You know that awful security drone that you can't fucking see? Am I about to fight him? Do you fight him before you get the X-ray visor? Please tell me no, because I don't have the Wave Buster. I didn't get the Wave Buster yet. I can't remember if you fight that drone on your first or second trip to the mines, because when you go in here the first time, you can't do everything here yet. Because in the dark... Oh, maybe you... No, you don't, because you need the X-ray visor to see in the dark rooms. Where all the mushrooms are, if I remember correctly. I hope I'm right. As we're gonna have a real big problem if I can't fight him yet. I think I come down here to get the power bombs, and then leave to get the X-ray visor. And then come back. And then I get the grapple beam while I'm back. And then I get the plasma beam, and I think that's everything until we get the Phazon suit and can finish the game. Got him. Security level tau will be in effect until further notice. All leaves cancelled pending downgrade of alert status. Consumption of elite nutrient mixed by non-elite units is strictly prohibited. Failure to comply will result in a 50% ration reduction for a decacycle. Bioform Samus Aran continues to assault our holdings in Talon 4. Security has been compromised in multiple areas. Casualty rates are rising. Command has authorized a sizable bounty for the capture or termination of Aran. Report to your field officers for details. One of my favorite things about the scans in Prime 1 is all the space pirates freaking the fuck out because Samus is effortlessly tearing through their forces and getting past their security. I'll bother you in a moment. A shipment of military-grade plasma artillery cannons is en route to Talon 4. The Edgenoid Star Marines we acquired them from are letting them sit in a warehouse. Our elite pirates, on the other hand, will put them to good use very soon. Bye, bitch. Phases on nutrients. Don't eat irradiation, Sky, it's bad for you. Our bombs. I'm going to eat the Phazon nutrients and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Okay, enjoy your superpowers. We still got a few more we're missing. Like I said, once I get them all, I will read them all. Evaluation of plasma artillery cannons is complete. The weapons are fully functional, but a flaw has been discovered. Subpar thermal shielding gives them a high heat signature. This can make them easier to target for enemies with enhanced vision capabilities. Oh, like me? Security alert, computer systems compromised. Bioform Samus Aran has cracked our systems. The Hunter can access our systems at will and is able to bypass most of our security programs. Uses manual locking systems when possible. Facility commands request for elite pirate transfer to security forces granted. Prepare units EPG-8644 and EPG-8656 for field duty at once. Metroid aggression levels are rising. Be alert for any attempts by Metroids to escape from quarantine areas. Their energy absorption ability is not able to disrupt our force fields, but continued exposure to Phazon may change things for the worse. Reports on Hunter activity are in. Analysis indicated that the Hunter is using Morph Ball technology to infiltrate our facilities. Recalibrate sensors to search for Morph Ball energy signatures. Phazon-infused fungal harvesting continues. Replacement of Triticale with Phazon-infused fungal matter in elite ration mix has been authorized. Security requests deployment of elite pirates in Metroid quarantine areas. The high casualties suffered by standard pirate units deployed in Metroid areas is not acceptable. Reconfiguration of security drones authorized. Deploy new drones to mission critical areas immediately. Replacement of standard hatch covers continues. Steel covers will be replaced with cordite and bendesium covers in 2 decacycles. Planetary stealth technology is back online. We have evaded detection by the battlecruiser Emmons. The brief lapse in planetary security caused by the crash of our frigate is over. Now we can concentrate our efforts on the Hunter. Increase phase-on portion of elite pirate ration by 18%. Report any signs of ration rejection by elites at once. That, I think, is all of them. No, we're missing 2 more, and I don't think we'll be able to get to them just yet. I think I remember what room's they're in. Increase aggression levels observed in the latest elite pirate units. Increasing phase-on feed by 0.07% per science team mandate. Metroids from the initial batch have matured to Hunter phase. Be advised that the Hunter Metroid has a siphon tentacle. We can attack with it from a distance as opposed to the close combat tactics used by younger Metroids. Metroid activity is accelerating in non-frigid areas. Trellico is hybridized wheat and rye, then Decatriticale is just 10 times as much wheat and rye. It's also better than the Quadratriticale that all the tribbles munched on by a magnitude of 6. Security breaches in multiple areas. Unauthorized usage of resources continues. Patterns suggest these resources are being stolen by the Hunter. Increase monitoring of all resource facilities immediately. Recon teams are searching for the Hunter's gunship. Science team believes it employs a sophisticated cloaking device beyond our capabilities. Aside from dumb luck, we may never discover its location. We must contain or eliminate Aaron. Failure to comply with the command decree is not an option. Chosen Ruins areas are off limits until further notice. Metroids are not responding to synthetic sustenance. We have reason to believe they can only gain nourishment from active bioenergy sources. All magnetic rail systems access must be approved by security. Most importantly, how did the spacefaring team get their hands on wheat-rye hybrid? Do they just love Earth grains or something? Is that why they're constantly fucking with the Federation's shit? Sky, I think you cracked the code. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Our enemies will tremble before the might of our elite forces. Unauthorized Metroid feeding is strictly prohibited. Death to the Hunter. Death to all who oppose us. Test results from battle simulations Samus Aran are promising. Elite units report a 74% success ratio against Aran in testing. High Command is pleased but expects a higher ratio by project's end. Increased Bombu patrols in authorized areas. Bombu! Scramble all aerial units immediately. Flight pattern Sigma 4 is in effect. But Dynamo maintenance team is not responding to service call. Rerouting request to central command. Phase-on processing and security systems are taxing the Dynamo beyond safety tolerances. Though the conversion to geothermal power is using the drain in our systems, it is not enough. Further power use at current levels could lead to system failure. Oh, Christ. I don't have the wave buster. So there's an unused scan for that enemy, but you can't actually scan it because it's always invisible. The keeping of pets has been suspended until further notice. Domestic beasts have been deemed highly susceptible to phase-on madness and are thereby a hazard to personnel. All ground cats and all baps must be disposed of immediately. Failure to comply will result in the loss of pay for a cycle and reduced rations. An entire shift of Dynamo workers have been transferred following bouts of phase-on madness. Units have reported a science team for use in laboratory studies in the new Elite Pirate program. Their dementia will make them adequate training adversaries for the Elite team. Oops, I broke it. Power bomb! Yo! Fun fact, this is one of the only save rooms that doesn't require missiles. Security now taking volunteers for hunting parties. The target is Bioform Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Oops. Whoopsies! Suspension of synthetic Metroid rations has been ordered. Synthetic Metroid rations will be replaced by live bioenergy sources on 12.25.1. Infusion of Phazon into local fungi is proceeding. This program has produced a cheap, viable ration for many of our Phazon-enhanced students on Talon 4. The mass production program has been authorized. Studies indicate decreased aggression between elite pirates and irradiated Metroids. Science team believes the infusion of Phazon in these units may be forming a type of symbiosis between them. Oops. Further studies are underway. Fungal invigoration fluid processing levels are normal. Size increase of 400% indicated in fungal unit.
Data received.
Spectral increase at Talon site. Alright. Now we've gotten to the point where we need the fucking X-ray visor. And guess what? Chat, guess what? Do you want to know how we get back to where the X-ray visor is? That's how. Every other area has like 2 elevators that are in really convenient spots that take you back to other areas, some of which are like closer to the more commonly traversed areas. And then you got the fucking Phazon mines where there's like 2 elevators total. And neither of them are close to each other. There's one at one end of the map and one at the other end. Well, it's not my computer, like it was a couple years ago. So I guess, yeah, maybe. Shit. I would like to know why my right eye is tearing up so much. It's the unbridled beauty of one of the finest games ever crafted unfolding before your eyes. True. It's gotta be that. It's definitely not my allergies. I'm take my headset off for a moment. Ah, there we go. Okay. The air quality in my room might also be different because we just set up my air conditioner today. So, maybe something creeping in from outside, maybe. Could be outside. You know? You know? Yeah, you know. You don't know? What a shame. What if he woke up? Would that be fucked up or what? Really? The only thing I know is that I know nothing at all. Oh, the map, thank God. Oh, that extra thing that I said was missing in the research log is the fucking missile restoring room machine thing that I like never use because there's literally no reason to. Here's the map. Where do you plan to go? Forward to adventure. Oh! Nope. Still missing one. I think it's in one of the fungal rooms. Just entered phase on mines? Yeah, once Metroid Mania is over, I'm finally going to play Metroid Prime Hunters all the way through. But I've never finished it. And then the only Metroid game after that, the only two Metroid games that I will not have finished will be the original version of Metroid 2. And, Federation Force. This isn't where I wanted to go. Do you know what? I'll clear that. Perhaps the science team should research methods for moving through open doors. Yeah, I was gonna comment on that, but I was kind of deep in thought, so I didn't really say anything. I was just kind of watching them struggle to figure out what to do about Samus on the other side of a door. I love video games. Hey, we can do this now. No, we can't. Okay. Bumble! Why do you like the bumbles so much? Is there something I'm missing about the bambus? Why don't you like the bambus so much? That's a good question. Why don't I? Alright, I need to go to the bathroom real quick and wash my face because my beard is itchy, but I think I just heard someone go in there. I also would like a drink. So, I'm gonna go all the way up here and do this thing. Up, Samus, please. Thank you. Applebee. Cool. Apple. I didn't mean to do that. Launch delicious apples at space pirates that can't survive on hybrid grains alone.
Recorded.
So now we have a shortcut. Oh, hi. How do you do? I'm just gonna leave. And you guys can just like have a good night. Ow. Alright, let me get out of the phase on mines. And then I will use the bathroom real quick to wash my face. And de-itchify my beard. Like to save room fish, a nice touch. I was gonna leave to go to the bathroom, that's right. Alright, I'm also gonna grab a drink, so I will be back in like 5 minutes, maybe? Here, you get an intermission for a bit. Enjoy the music, maybe turn the volume down. You've been warned. 3, 2, 1, whoop-de-doo. Man, one of these days, I should play Cave Story again, but the original version of the game. Let's see if I can, working properly on on my Steam Deck. Remember, kids, don't give money to Nicholas. They suck. Inspired me to follow a similar path in life. I also got a drink. What's your drink? I had my allocated sparkling water for the night, so I just have a glass of milk because I wanted something cold and flavorful. Milk's not really flavorful, but it's more flavorful than water. Yes, I'm a milk drinker. I don't care. Sometimes you just can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned glass of milk. I'm tired of pretending that you can. I don't know what I'm hearing out there. I'm now drinking water from a limited edition ET cup from Pizza Hut. I love sniping power troopers with super missiles and watch them cartwheel across the room. X-ray visor. We have the glass Batman movie mugs from like the first Batman movie, well, not the first one, the Tim Burton one from McDonald's. Yeah, I forgot to get the Wave Buster, so I gotta go do that. Now we can see through things. Ooh, something cool. You can actually see Samus's hand. If you look carefully, you can see that she actually makes the gesture in the arm cannon. Change what it is. Indiana glass spark mugs from the 1960s. My friend Dennis has the, his family has the, Garfield mugs from like the 90s or something that had lead paint in them. I think he told me that in high school. The lead poisoning builds character, it's true. What am I... Oh. Leaded glass candy bowl. Ooh. Lead poison candy, my favorite. Those guys were annoying before, but now we can just do this and target them at all times. What? I'm fairly sure she has some radium-tinted glassware. That's cool, and also sounds incredibly dangerous. Alright, so that's how we get back. Oh, that's right, it's a secret. Technically. Okay, Chad, I got an interesting question for you. Based solely on the design of the console, not the hardware, not the specs, not the library, not the controller, just the design of the console itself, what is your favorite console? For me, I'm gonna be real. I love the Atari 2600 because I love the 70s faux wood. That is my favorite electronics design. I know I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s, so it's a little bit of a weird thing to say, but my family had those faux woods 70s electronics, and I love that style. I love it so much. I'm talking the original 2600 because that's the one that had the faux wood. I don't think the Junior had that. If I had to pick a second one, I personally think the Saturn looks pretty sexy. PS5, duh! Yeah, we can see the platforms now. So, I've got more E-tanks and missiles than you, what the fuck? Oh, I probably missed a lot. Plasma beam, we got all that. Phazon suit, got all that. Alright. Now that we have the X-ray visor, we can work towards finishing the game. Before we do that, though, I'm going to make a bit of a trip to get the Wave Buster and the Ice Spreader. I don't need the Ice Spreader to beat the game. In fact, the Ice Spreader actually kind of sucks. From what I know. But, oh, actually, well, in here I can get the missile room scan. Oh, that's right, it does help out with that fight. Maybe it doesn't suck. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Oh, wait, no, it's the flamethrower that sucks because it has, like, no range. Oh, Christ. Oh, shocker, a flamethrower in a video game sucks. I don't think I've actually used any of the beam combos against Metroid.
Recording.
There we go. I think I went the wrong way somewhere. Well, I need to be in the ruins anyways to get the Wave Buster. I should have had the Wave Buster already, I just kind of forgot to get it. And now that I have the gravity suit, I can also get the artifact that's in the same room. I can go through this door now. I didn't do that. Oh, we're just back here. Okay. Well, chat, we got about 50 minutes of stream left because I'm going to end at 9:50. There's actually probably a few things we can pick up now that we're here. I'm forgetting when to boost. I literally just got the fucking X-ray visors, you know? Oh my god, why can't I do this? Oh my god. Chat, what's happening? Why can't I do this? What? Chat, what's happening? What? I can't get high enough. What's going on? Okay, this is driving me insane. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm so sorry about that, chat. I don't know what I was doing wrong. Zeno, I am going to... explode you. Boom, 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 boom. How many rooms does this connect to? Look at that, it's rangy. And they're just harassers. Yo, can you, like, not? Power bomb expansion. Energy tank. There we go. Now that we're here, we can get this. Is this an artifact over here? And there's the wave buster. Ow. And that's the Wave Buster. And an artifact.
Lizard.
Lizard. That was a man. Alright. So kind of just crossing stuff off my list. Wrong button. There is, I believe, another item in the Watery Hall. So we just gotta make a quick detour over there. And then we can head to Magmar Caverns. I think the Ice Spreader is in Magmar Caverns. If I remember correctly, it is in one of the tunnels that you have to break open with a power bomb. I think. Pretty sure that's the Ice Spreader. All right. Now we can head back to Magmore, and I think we can get an artifact as I trek through it. And have that save room while I'm here. Also, now that we have the power bombs, the ice beam, X-ray visor, and all that stuff, should be a bunch of little upgrades we can get in Magmore Caverns. So yeah, we'll absolutely finish this game tomorrow. Absolutely, 100%. Might even go a little bit late to make sure that I can. And then that means Friday we'll start Metroid Prime 2. Which I haven't played in a very long time. Almost there, guys. All right. Back in the caverns.
Data received.
Alright, we are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cube. These dipshits are here. I don't remember if it's here. But I think on one of these spires there's like something I can blow up. Might be the other room. I think it's the other room. It is the ice spreader. Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, Zeno? Where is the plasma beam and the flamethrower? You happen to remember? Because we might be about to get the plasma beam. I can't think of anything else we can get before the final thing. Ah, okay. Yeah, there was a plasma beam door that I couldn't open. Okay. Alright. Now we have the plasma beam. God damn, you caught up! What the shit? Slow down, brother. Alright, it's the save point over there. If we go over here, we can get a goodie. And that puts us in a position where we can go on a bit of a walk to go back to the mines to get the flamethrower, and then I can end stream. And finish the game tomorrow. Bit of a walk back to the elevator. No, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. got these. And we can make a funny little trek through here. I'm gonna hit the gunship real quick to replenish my ammo. And then I'll go back to the mines. And get the stuff. So we down in the mine. Creeper. Oh man, I don't know how the song goes. I know that one bit and I never heard the song. I don't care about Minecraft, guys. Minecraft fans being enamored by the game enough to make the worst fucking song you've ever heard in your life. Oh, chat. I made a slight boo-boo. Wait. No, we Gucci. Think. No. Can I get up there? Is the question. Let's find out. I don't remember if that elevator is a one-way trip or not, but I don't want to go through the frigate again because it takes so long to get through. Zeno, that upper exit from the frigate crash site, is that a one-way trip? Or is there a way to get back up? Is that the Wii version? It says in the title, Kokiri, it says Wii, so yes. I always put the version of the game in the title. I think there's one way. Alright, I believe you. Alright, so I made a slight miscalculation. So we got a bit of a walk. Can't see it, the name is too long. You on mobile? I don't think I've ever seen a name too long on desktop. By the way, welcome on in. We are trying to grab the flamethrower, which means I have to make a bit of a trek back to the mines. Because I goofed. I didn't want to go through the frigate. Oh, we got a trick. Well, I can get an artifact while in here, so that's actually not bad. So I have to pass through the Hall of Elders again. And there is an artifact in there that you can only get with the Plasma Beam. Here's a question, can I get that artifact in the Flamethrower in 9 minutes? Excuse me. All the remaster on Switch, waiting for the other two. The rumor was that Prime 2 and 3 weren't going to get full remasters. That it was going to be more akin to like a standard HD port. But if that was true, those never surfaced. Never say never, but I feel like if they were going to happen, they would have by now. Everybody thought they were going to release in the lead up to Prime 4, but that didn't happen either. Oh no, you don't want to play the mouse keyboard mod? Alright, I don't know why you keep saying that. Clicking pull is up there. Yeah. I have never played it with the mouse keyboard mod. Probably never will. Don't own a Wiimote, the GameCube controls look rash. GameCube controls actually aren't all that bad. But I'm also playing from a Wii U, and I have the GameCube versions, so I can just play it normally, I guess. I have played through the entirety of Prime 1 and 2 on GameCube, and it was fine. I didn't really have too many issues. You get used to it. Given a choice between Wii U and GameCube, I would most definitely take Wii over GameCube as far as controls go. And then given a choice between Wii and Switch, the answer is obviously Switch. out how loud that is. Fuck. That's not right. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn second here. I went the wrong way. I was supposed to go below. Huh. Yeah. I was supposed to go down. So the flamethrower is in an early room in the mines that you can actually see the door for it pretty early, but you don't have the power bomb, so you can't get to the thing to open the force field, and you don't have the plasma beam, so you can't go through the door, even if you had the power bombs. Wait, why am I fighting these guys? I can just leave. Kind of. Alright. How's it going so far, Spike? almost done with the game. As of now, all we need are the Phazon suits and the rest of the artifacts, missile tanks, power bomb tanks, and energy tanks. And then we can get the last few scans and finish the game. But I am going to... Alright, I'm not sure how he died, but okay. What was having fun, Metroid Prime? This is one of my favorite games of all time. Why wouldn't I be having fun? I love this game. Fishies. Missed the fucking scan in the crash frigate. Get nay-nayed. I want more FPS Metroidvanias. Have you played Power Slave Exhumed? Because that is kind of a Metroidvania. In fact, it was kind of like Metroid Prime before Metroid Prime was Metroid Prime. I'm saving again because I wasn't paying attention the first time. Power Slave is really awesome. Alright. Okay. That will be it for stream. So we're going to read out. I will be back tomorrow with the rest of Metroid Prime. We should be finishing the game tomorrow. Like, absolutely. There's so little left in the game. And then we will probably start Metroid Prime 2 on Friday. Give me one moment here. All right. Okay. So we will. That is not a Twitch tab. That is the wrong tab. Here we go. Okay. We'll be raiding someone. Just give me a moment while I find someone to raid. Let's see here. What are we dropping? Okay, sleep, so I'm gonna spoke you for a bit. Okay, you sleep. Let's raid. Whatever. We're gonna raid. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Here she is. We're gonna raid my friend Rin because it is her birthday, I believe. So we are going to raid her. Oh, so she's doing music. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow. In the meantime, though, if you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Blue Sky. And if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. If you want to join on the raid message is Dapper Dragon Raid. You can use whatever emotes you want. As long as you copy the raid message, that's all I care about. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.